Hi, Jurassic Junkie here, and I'm just confused as to what to buy because there is so much stuff out at the moment. Welcome to the Friday Night Rant. So let's crack on with the Friday Night Rant drink. This drink is the one I intended to drink last week, but then Joe got ID'd, so we've gone back to try and get it again, and it is some Thirsty Ferret. So, that's some countryside ale. Let's try this stuff. You can just taste the countryside in that. No, that's really nice actually. It's not too twangy, because the thing is with real ale, sometimes they've got a really bitty twang. Oh, that's lush, I like that. Right, so, not masses of information this week, but still we've got some stuff to talk about. And the first thing is Mass Effect. So, this isn't new news, but not long ago, Mass Effect 3 was leaked out, like the beta kind of game, to the beta testers. If you went onto the Xbox dashboard, they could actually get hold of the game. And they've said, obviously, release that says everything that you saw is obviously, it's a beta, it's not finished, but that's all that was said. And now some information is coming out that the actual main plot is out on the internet, and it's not like a few bits and bobs and you go, oh, there's a bit of a story there or some character information. It is the main plot. And BioWare's gone out and says, oh, this isn't, we've changed since then. So I think they're just trying to say, oh, don't worry, it's not that one, but it probably is. But I'm not bothered because I'm not going to read it, and it's not as if it's like a Harry Potter book release and somebody runs out and shouts who dies at the end of it. The only way I can find this information out is to read it. So I'm not bothered, it's there, and I'm definitely not going to go looking for that kind of information. But at the same time, BioWare have been saying, obviously, Mass Effect will be having some form of co-op online multiplayer shenanigans this year. And a few people, even myself to start off with, was like, ooh, do we want this for Mass Effect? Well, what BioWare has actually said, and this is what's excited me, is they've always intended to have it online. They've said that it was something they've always wanted to do, it's always been on the cards, but only now are they actually going to be releasing it. So to me, this doesn't feel like it's just a game that's gone, I don't know, let's cash in just by bolting an online experience on the end. This is something that sounds like it's been thought out for a long time. And if that's the case, obviously the online experience is going to be a lot better than them just going, let's just chuck co-op in. So that's good news for it. And the second thing is it started to make me think that I really want more online Mass Effect stuff, because I've been reading the Mass Effect book at the moment. Can't remember what it's called, it's the first one. And I brought it about a year ago and I've only just started reading it. And it's obviously giving you more background of actual the Mass Effect world and stuff like that. And just reading it really submerged me, and it's just, this is universe that I really feel involved with and I love. So what I want now is obviously Mass Effect. I want a Mass Effect game, that's a given. But I want them to build on it and just open it up, because thinking about it, I would love to have some form of open world, like Phantasy Star Online, or I'm going to say World of Warcraft, but I never played it so I couldn't compare. But I just want a massive MMO, which is Mass Effect, so you can go around getting all your different weapons, leveling up, and exploring the galaxy and finding all these different plots out. So I'm not saying that's on the cards, but now I'm thinking about it more and more and more, I'm actually more excited to see this online side, and hopefully it will grow into like when Mass Effect 4 and the other ones come out. So it's just something to be thinking about. Would you like to see a massive online Mass Effect game? So as I said at the start, there's so many games coming out at the moment, and like I'm trying to stop buying games simply because I've been playing Fable 1 all this week, and it's an absolutely awesome game, and it cost me like £2-3, and I'm getting so much hours out of it for the actual price. It's a bargain. So I'm going back and playing all these games that I've kind of brought and they've just sat on the shelf, and I'm actually going through and making sure I'm playing them all now. So it's maybe gone, well, I don't need to get any more current gen games, but there's so many coming out. Like, I need to get Skyrim, and I've been kind of put off Skyrim at the moment, and it's not because there's anything bad about it. My friend Chris has already done 50 hours, and he says the game is so big he's having to walk past things and go back to it later. And from what he's just said, I know it's going to swallow my life up. And with me trying to do gaming Unity at the moment, I know if I get Skyrim, I will completely abandon the site. So I'm just going to put Skyrim off probably until Christmas. But the good thing is, if I put it off until Christmas, because I'm going to get it on the PlayStation 3, there's a few glitches that's come out at the moment. And I've been seeing all week, everyone has been posting all these different glitches for Skyrim. And to me, I'm not particularly bothered that there is glitches. Like, if you buy something like Call of Duty and it's got a glitch in it, that's annoying, because Call of Duty at the end of the day isn't the most complicated game in the world. You fire at somebody, ragdoll effects, credits roll, and it's not that complicated. So when they put glitches in that, you're like, ooh, that's a bit sloppy. But when you got something like Skyrim, which is ridiculously big, you're always going to have a few like physics bugs and stuff like that in there. And I just think when a game is that large, it kind of just comes a part of it. And I know it's sad, and a lot of people go, well, no, they shouldn't do. That's fair enough, but I kind of expect it from a game like that. But there is a kind of bad glitch at the moment, which is like lagging out PlayStation 3s. It sounds like a memory leak of some sort, and it's just causing like the game to freeze and stop playing. Now, not many people are complaining about it, but the good thing is, if I'm holding out till Christmas, then that will be patched time I get hold of it, so that's a positive. But at the same time, we've obviously got Call of Duty, which I'm going to give a miss. Joe's just been and brought Mario 3D, and I've just played on that. That's pretty damn awesome, actually. So I'm always Nintendo bashing. That is cool, and that is definitely going to be something I'm going to play in bed. Skyward Sword's obviously just come out as well today, which we're going to wait until Christmas, so that's part of our wish list. But I'm looking forward to that, because that's going to be something I can actually play on the Wii, because I don't feel like I've got many Wii games. And the big thing is Saints Row the Third, which looks like just Grand Theft Auto on heat, super fun, and it just looks amazing. Apparently the story's not bad either, but I wasn't even buying it. I was going to go straight online and just kill people with friends, and that's what I wanted to do. So at the moment I'm just like, so many games to buy, and there's, well, Uncharted 3, I'm not even going to touch that. Uncharted 3 is going to be amazing. It's not very big, it's not worth £40 in my eyes, so that can wait until the price drops. So yeah, there's just lots and lots to be done. But talking of Skyrim, there was a competition going. I don't know if many people know about it, but what Bethesda said was, if you name your child after a Dragonborn, and he's born on the 11th, we'll give you free shit. So obviously a lot of people all went and was like, oh shit, I should have started preparing for this a long time ago, but somebody managed to get the child on the 11th of the 11th of the 11th and name it. I have to look down because I can never say this name. Devakin? I don't know. I can't even read my own writing. It's Devakin, whatever it is. But anyway, this poor child now is actually named Devakin, which is just the butchered version of what it should be. But yeah, they've done that, which is kind of fun really, because obviously I would assume they're both gamers, because if not, like, he's going to get his head kicked in when she finds out on the birth certificate. But yeah, they've named him that, which Bethesda have now said they're going to get free for life, which is absolutely awesome. So every time a new game comes out, when there's loads of merch, they're just going to be constantly giving stuff, which is just pretty damn awesome to just say, the kid's got to live with that name for a bit, then we'll change it by default. So, the running thing at the moment, EA. Again, something else they've done this week. And what it is they, on the forum, some people have been misbehaving, probably talking about teabagging or something like that, and they've been issued a ban, which is fine. I'm not bothered. If I was on a forum and I was talking a bit of shit, they said, right, you banned for a bit, I'm like, cool, that's fair enough, I'll wind my neck in, I've learnt my lesson. But these people are then going, well, if I'm not allowed on the forums, I might as well go and play some games. And all the games locked out as well. And what it seems like is the actual EA forum account is obviously tied in with Origin. So when you get banned on the forum, you lose your games. Well, you can't connect to your games. So they're there, you just can't play them. So a lot of people have been kicking off. So at first EA just says, oh, this is just a one-off, don't worry. It's just like an admin issue or something like that, we're going to rectify it. But this doesn't sound like it's a one-off. A lot of people have been coming out saying, yes, I've had this problem, I've had this problem. So it just sounds like EA just are doing whatever they can to just piss people off at the moment. I can't understand why, when they ban you on the forum, you instantly lose access to your games. And if it was made like that, it just takes a person to go, oh, look, there's a bug there. Give me 3 hours, boss. I'll just type this up and I'll fix it. So a forum ban is a forum ban, and it's not tied in with Origin. But it hasn't been rectified, and they keep banning people, and they're losing connectivity to the games, which is just absolutely stupid. And the thing is, the guys who've just been banned have obviously just been banned recently, and Battlefield 3's out. So if I would have purchased Battlefield 3, and at the moment I am so addicted to that game, I cannot get enough of it, and if I went on and started shouting the word teabag on a forum and got a ban, next minute I can't connect to my friends on Battlefield, I would just absolutely lose it. So EA are doing really, really well at the moment. I feel like I'm banging through it today. I've only got one more thing to talk about. I think Battlefield's taken over my life. I hadn't had the time to surf and look about any news. I just live downstairs, dog tags around my neck, shouting the word, I've got your 6. So this is something I tried to touch on last week. Well, as I said, I had to pre-record it on a Thursday and this information came out on Friday and I was like, crap, I could have talked about that. But it is, Steam has been hacked. And what happened first of all is the forums was defaced apparently. And obviously they went in and says, right, that's fair enough, let's sort this out. Somebody's tried to hack us. And then when they was looking around, it says the database, I think, has been compromised, which consists of username, password, the hashed passwords and saltative keys, and also your credit card details, address, and your purchase history. So all this it actually lives in the database, but they don't know what information has been taken. So it sounds very much like Sony when they was hacked. It was like, we don't know what's been taken. And the thing is, it took them 6 days to actually say your credit card details could have been compromised. Now, I don't normally have anything bad to say about Steam, but the thing is, if like, for instance, Gaming Unity, if that was ever hacked and we was looking going, what did they take? The first thing I'd do is say, look, we've been hacked, God knows what they've taken, just watch your details. And I would just be that front and just say, you know what I mean, we'll tell you, when we know more, you'll know more. But the second you think you've been hacked, tell people. Don't wait 6 days, because if they did have the credit card details and I was doing something, within 6 days they could have already taken your money. So I just think it's bad that companies don't go, yeah, problem, straight away. The very last thing to talk about, something that just interested me. I was surfing on BBC News when I was working my lovely 12-hour night shift. Painful. And yeah, I was just reading an article about gamers and gamers' brains. And they've been doing a study lately just to see how our brains look different to everybody else's. And what they found out is there's a part of a brain which has probably got a really clever name. And as you see, I couldn't say Skyrim's name. So like hell I can say whatever this thing in your brain is. But to dumb it down, it's called your reward area. So what it is obviously when you feel rewarded, you feel happy, and a particular part of your brain will glow up. And what they've been doing is they've been doing scans and noticed that gamers have a larger reward area. So they don't know if we have a large reward area in the first place, and that's what attracts us to games because we want to keep feeding the rewards. Or it's that we had a normal size one, and because we've been playing games for so long, it's actually got bigger. So they're saying that the other kind of people who have these big reward areas are drug addicts. So apparently we are susceptible to addiction. We become addicted to things a lot easier than normal people. But at the same time, apparently we are better at reasoning with people because of this reward area in your brain. So if that is the case, I would assume that it would be that we just enjoyed games, and over time a part of your brain did start to get bigger. And if that is the case, that is just kind of creepy. The fact is these guys just sat there putting ones and zeros all into a program, and it turns out to be a game, and we sit there and it's changing our brains. So that is kind of freaky. But yeah, just something to think about, that at one point there might be a massive lump coming outside of your head, and that's your reward area. Right, so to the question of the week, I want to keep it along the idea of hacking and stuff like that. So obviously PlayStation's been hacked, Steam's been hacked, there's probably a few other websites have been compromised that I don't know of, or they've not even told us. And well, first of all, I've actually got an idea, because it does seem like they're targeting obviously gaming at the moment, and I think it's Hollywood, because you got all these big budget movies. At the end of the day, you watch them, you put them down, gaming's where it's at now, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's Hollywood. Hollywood are trying to bring down games. So anyway, back to what I was trying to say about the question of the week, and it simply is, obviously when PlayStation was hacked and it says your credit cards could be compromised, not many stories came out of people saying they was robbed. One or two might have been said that, but was it truth, was it not? God knows. So the thing is, if you was using a service, so I'm not saying it's going to be Sony, it could be anything, it could be Nintendo, it could be Origin, anything at all. If you was using that service, it was hacked or compromised, and then next minute you noticed a large chunk of money had come out your account, and it was somebody got your credit card details, taken it, fair enough, you'd probably be able to get that money back, but would that make you just go, that's it, I am not using your service again? So you might just go straight away, go, yes it is, but think about it. This is something that you will actually completely change. So if it's your PlayStation and you like your Uncharted, if you would actually say, yes, I would not use that service again, that means you are saying yes to no more Uncharted, yes to no exclusives on the Sony, and that obviously goes with any other service what you could pick. So the point is, if you did lose some money, would you just write it off and never go back to that provider again? So that's it, guys. Sorry it was short, sweet, not much information this week, but like I say, I've been super busy. I've not kept my tabs on the news, but I am off next Friday and then for 5 days, so more than likely I'll be full of energy on the next Friday Night Rant because I'll be excited to have 5 days off playing Skyrim. I could go out and buy that. I don't know. See, on one hand I'm saying Christmas, but already I'm just thinking about it going, ooh, I could just play Skyrim. We'll see. Nonetheless, I shall ponder that over. That'll be in my head all night now. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers. Bye.